This is the final moments of Dr. Alfred Wilkes, who had set out to enjoy the peaceful sea, but found himself in a terrifying situation. He and his son Barney had planned a calm boat trip from Southern California to Santa Catalina Island. However, their journey took a dangerous turn when their boat broke down, leaving them stranded in the middle of the ocean. So, how does this unexpected tragedy happen? Today, we're going to uncover the story of Alfred Wilkes that surprised everyone. Dr. Alfred Wilkes was a respected physician known for his dedication to his work at Georgia Street Receiving Hospital in Los Angeles. He was 58 years old and had a reputation for being both skilled and compassionate in his medical practice. Beyond his professional life, Dr. Wilkes was a devoted father to his 23-year-old son, Barney. He had a deep appreciation for nature, often finding solace and joy in its beauty. He cherished moments spent exploring the outdoors, whether it was hiking in the mountains, strolling along the coast, or simply enjoying the serenity of a sunset. This love for nature was a bond he shared with his son, making their outdoor adventures all the more special, which is why they planned their boating trip across the Catalina Channel. The peaceful Catalina Channel in Los Angeles is a stunning combination of water and light. There is plenty of wildlife in this oceanic area, such as pelicans, seagulls, and dolphins. Historically, the channel connected Santa Catalina Island to mainland Southern California. Nowadays, its 20-mile stretch is known for its clear, shark-free waters, which draw freediving and swimming competitions. However, in the early 1900s, the Catalina Channel had a much darker reputation. There were dangerous predators lurking beneath its alluring surface, waiting to strike on unsuspecting victims. One of the most chilling incidents involved a father and son who went on what they thought was a routine boat trip. This encounter devolved into a nightmare struggle for survival, making it one of the most terrifying episodes in Los Angeles maritime history. Dr. Alfred Wilkes had just concluded his shift on Friday, July 27, 1935. That same day, his son departed from San Pedro for Avalon to meet his father in the evening. They planned to sail their vessel via the Catalina Channel, also known as the San Pedro Channel, to reach Santa Catalina Island from the Southern California mainland. As they removed the knots that held their boat together, Dr. Alfred expertly attempted to start the engine. Initially, it hacked and grumbled, refusing to start. Constantly, he used the pull-start rope once more, applying more force this time, and at last, the engine purred and hummed to life. Alfred skillfully guided the boat away from the dock into the Catalina Channel as the harbor lights faded into the distance. The thick, salty air of the sea covered them, accompanied by the rhythmic sounds of the waves and the steady roar of the outboard motor. They felt isolated, with their small boat being the only sign of life in the vast ocean. This solitude brought to light their insignificance in the grand scheme of nature, which was both humbling and inspiring. A loud bang interrupted them. There was an explosion near the stern of their boat. A spark ignited the engine, raising the situation. The odds were against them. The explosion had punctured the boat's hull, and water began to seep in. They desperately grabbed anything in reach to stop it. Regardless of how quickly their hands moved to scoop the water out, it gushed in 10 times faster. They could see the water line creeping up the sides as the boat began to tilt. They attempted to patch the holes, but they were large and there were many to cover. The boat became increasingly unstable and sank with each passing second. "We need to get in the water," Dr. Alfred insisted. He climbed onto the edge of the boat and jumped into the ocean. Barney quickly followed, diving in beside him. They watched sadly as their boat leaned over and capsized. Tired from trying to get the water out of the boat, the two men agreed they couldn't swim to shore, so they held onto the overturned boat, hoping someone would come to help them. They were now at the mercy of the water and the freezing cold night. All night they hung onto the boat, using it as a sort of lifeboat as they struggled to keep from going under. Wet and exhausted, the freezing winds made them shake and their teeth chatter as the cold water froze them. They soon grew tired and began to sink, and the waves beat them. Dr. Alfred urged his son Barney to hang on, his voice strained but determined. They were exhausted, muscles burning from the ordeal, but their will to survive kept them going. As dawn's first light hinted at hope on the horizon, Dr. Alfred was weakening. His hands and arms were numb from clinging to the capsized boat all night. He looked distressed, his strength slipping away. Barney sprang into action, hauling his father onto the boat's upturned hull just as he was about to slip into the water. With every ounce of strength, he pulled Dr. Alfred closer to safety. But just as they were almost clear, a shark, lurking unseen below, lunged out of the waves. In an instant, a shark, drawn by the scent of blood and movement, lunged towards Dr. Alfred's ankles with relentless force. Barney acted swiftly, his heart pounding in terror as he fought against the monstrous predator. He grasped his father's arm, pulling him away, just as the shark's razor-sharp teeth sank into Dr. Alfred's ankle, tearing through flesh and bone. The water around them erupted in a frenzy of thrashing and splashing as Barney kicked and punched, desperate to fend off the relentless assault. Unfortunately, the water turned red with his father's blood, attracting more than a dozen sharks that swam closer. Trying to pull his exhausted father onto the boat's hull, Dr. Alfred slipped back into the water. Before Barney could reach him, a shark jumped out of the water with its mouth open wide. Barney was terrified as the shark hit the side of the boat. He kicked and punched the shark as its teeth came dangerously close to his face. The boat creaked as the shark thrashed around. Luckily, the shark gave up and swam away, giving Barney a chance to save his father from drowning. Lying on the top of the boat and reaching for his father's hand, Barney felt a sharp pain in his ankle as another shark sank its teeth into him. With a powerful kick, he hit the shark's snout, forcing it to release its grip. Quickly refocusing on his father, Barney managed to pull him back up onto the hull. As he dragged Dr. Alfred out of the water, Barney was horrified to see that one of the sharks had already attacked, tearing flesh from his father's abdomen. Suddenly, the sound of a Persianer ship named Excellent blared through the air, bringing the deadly shark attack to a halt. The sharks disappeared beneath the waves as quickly as they had come. Crew members swiftly lowered their ladders and rescued the duo from the perilous waters around them. They listened intently as Barney recounted their harrowing ordeal before rushing him to Santa Catalina Island Hospital, where doctors stitched his punctured ankle. Meanwhile, Dr. Alfred, unresponsive, was urgently transferred to the intensive care unit. Tragically, doctors later declared Dr. Alfred dead. An autopsy revealed water in his lungs, confirming drowning as the primary cause of death. He had succumbed before the ocean's deadliest predator struck. Shark attacks on humans are rare, but can occur in certain circumstances. Sharks are apex predators in the ocean, typically targeting marine animals as their prey. However, in rare cases, they may mistake humans for prey or react defensively if provoked, such as when they are startled or when their natural hunting instincts are triggered. In Dr. Alfred's case, the presence of blood in the water from his injury likely attracted the sharks, prompting the aggressive behavior that endangered both him and his son, Barney. The exact species of shark involved in the attack remains unidentified due to the nature of the incident being an older case. Thank you for watching. If you want to know more shocking animal attacks, simply click on the next video. Don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button for more terrifying stories. Until next time, stay safe.